Hi, my name is Vivy Mutheu. I am a beauty and lifestyle content creator. Under beauty, there is makeup, skincare, or makeup. Growing up, I was a very outdoorsy child. I don't know if outdoorsy is a word, but I was always outside. I'm the one who was playing. I was climbing trees, bikes. So if you told me years back that I would be a makeup creator, there's no way. I would not believe you. But in the same breath, I still remember, and I don't know if this is because I had an older sister growing up, I still remember before I used to go out to play, even in my tomboy era, I used to still have Vaseline or lip gloss. I remember actually specifically that I used to have lip gloss on my eyelids to act as eyeshadow so that it shines. And now that I think about it, it all makes sense. It all makes sense if you circle back. But if you had told me that I would be a content creator, I would not believe you because I was very tomboyish. So yeah, 100%. Me having an older sister influenced me 100%. And she's going to see this and she'll be like, I told you, Vivian, I told you this is from me. But 100%. I remember in high school, which is now when I was, I'm a young girl. I am feeling cute, so I remember my sister used to put, she used to have like a beauty spot, she still has a beauty spot here. I remember every school funky that we used to go for, I used to put one. Me and my best friend would put one because that's what we knew as sort of beauty. We'd even put blue eyeliner because I had seen my older sister putting blue eyeliner on. If you ask me where the blue eyeliner used to come from, I have no idea. But I remember putting blue eyeliner because I saw my sister. Even red lipstick. Red lipstick now comes from my mom though. My sister doesn't like red lipstick. My mom, we're red lipstick babes. Yeah, so 100% it came from my sister, my mom. My school journey was very far from makeup creation, very far from even content creation, leave alone makeup, very far from content creation. I did economics in University of Nairobi. I did ACCA as well, so I was in the finance space. That's what I knew. I knew I was going to be in corporate 100%. Again, if you had told me this was going to be me, I would not have believed you. But then COVID happened, so school was not happening. Life was basically not happening. Life was at a standstill. I needed to do something to take up my energy. I needed to do something to just get my mind off of what is happening in the world. And even at home, my mom had just come from treatment. She had cancer, so we were still getting used to that. So I needed to just do something to get my mind off of things. So I started content. I used to do natural hair content. And I specifically wanted to do natural hair because I was trying to grow my hair. I had no idea how to do that. So I needed something that I had never done before, something completely new to just fully take my mind off of things. So Mimi Huyo, I start my channel. So me starting my channel, my YouTube channel, I started with Instagram, then my YouTube channel. What was I using to create my content? The phone I had, when people tell you, just start, use whatever you have. I could not use whatever I had. I had a Techno, which, Jesus, the quality was really bad, but you have to find your way around it. So I borrowed a 650D Canon camera. That's what I used to use. And if you know anything about cameras, you know the 650D does not have autofocus. The number of times I'd shoot a video, I was not in focus, and I wear glasses. So if I'm doing a makeup content, so I can't wear glasses, so I can't see. Even now, the camera, it's blurry. So I have to, whatever I use, I have to make sure it has autofocus, or because ideally my vision is not in focus. So I started my channel with my 650D. I learned my ropes around it, how to shoot in manual, how to edit. But at this point, I hadn't really broken into the space. I still used to get like maybe 3 likes, which was heartbreaking. But again, COVID times, I had nothing to do. So let's just go, let's see how this pans out, what it can look like. I had no I had no plan for it to be what I do full time, ever. I just wanted, again, something to just take off my mind of things. So I remember the first time I got my brand deal for the hair content. I could not believe it. You guys want me to do what? To shoot a video, and then you pay me. Thank you. See, John, 1,000 bob in so long. So I remember getting that and thinking, okay, maybe we can do this. And this was like a year in. So even when I was telling my parents about it, my dad was like, haujapata pesa in a year. Unaona, the next one itakuja in another year, and this is what you want to do. They thought I had lost my mind. But yeah, so I continued. When I was doing my makeup, my hair content, people kept asking about my makeup back to back. I was like, okay, let me give the people what they want to see. So I started doing my makeup content. My skin had just broken out because, again, COVID times, my mom being sick, my skin had never broken out. So people were saying like, hey, what's going on with your skin? We'll get to the criticism later, but that happened and I decided, you know what, I also want to share my skincare journey. So I started that. So it was hair and then makeup and then skincare. So that's how my content creation evolved from this to this to this. Now I do all of them. I wouldn't say I had anyone for natural hair, but I had a few people for just content. So there was the likes of Nancy Moy, Joy Kendi, Vivy Mutheu when she was doing travel content. Actually, when I started out, I was hoping this turns out to travel content, which I'm still hoping manifest for me. But yeah, so I had Nancy Moy, Joy Kendi, and Vivy Mutheu specifically for travel. Yes. Some of the challenges I faced. One, financial. Equipment is not cheap at all. I think I wasn't mentally prepared for how expensive equipment can be, just from tripods or a mic or even an SD card. I was not prepared for that. Again, we have to circle back to I was in uni, never worked a day in my life. COVID has hit, we're all at home. I remember asking, because I wanted to buy 2 SD cards, one for my Instagram content, one for my YouTube content. I was told the price, I think I was told like 3,000 bob. I looked at the guy like, are you mad? So you want me to buy 2? And I just went back home. I think I had like 1,500 on me. So I think one of the challenges was financial. The second challenge, I would say, explaining to my family. So I will not be looking for an internship. Parents, I will be putting my camera and recording and explaining to them. I don't think even now they fully understand what I do, as long as we can see you're good, so okay. But explaining that to my parents, I never really had a problem with support. I believe they supported me blindly, but still explaining it was hard. Even now my dad still calls me, so what you edit? What does that mean? I explain it to him, I think, every week. But I'd say those are the 2 challenges I faced. Yeah, and putting yourself out there, because you see people are getting to know you. Yes, I do makeup content, but people still ask about either my friends or where I'm going. So still having your life out there is it's not easy. Yeah, so I'd say those are the 3 challenges I faced. I'll give you a story. So remember when I told you I had never had acne before, and then started my makeup journey, and then my face, I used to say puked because it felt like that. It felt like it was puking. So I remember this one time I posted a makeup video. I hadn't even focused on how much acne I had, because at that time my acne was actually healing, but it was not fully healed, so it was still there. Someone commented, wewe ni wale wa kupelekwa swimming first date. Has someone ever told you something? Ideally, now that I think about it, I find kukwa ilinihiti sana. But I remember that time I saw that comment, I was like, wow, really? And then there were comments after that. There were like 2 comments, and you know how we always fixate on the negative, but the comments below that were so positive. They're like, they cast him out. Let me just say that. They said a lot, they cast him out, which was so sweet. But for some reason, I could not forget how that comment made me feel. And it took a lot. I remember just thinking, I'm actually opening up to the world, and I'm opening up myself to criticism. The number of people who are also in my DMs for, hey babe, I think you should use this. I think you should use this. It will help you. Like, I promise you, I've tried. I've tried every single thing. By the time you see me here, starting to heal, I've tried. I've put tomatoes, potatoes, I've bought skincare. Like, it was a journey. So to have people comment on your appearance, especially as a woman, can be hard to take in. I also had people commenting on my weight, which I never thought was it was a thing. I wasn't even big or small, like I'm smack in the middle. But I remember someone, and this comment I saw at like 7 in the morning from a YouTube video, someone commented on my neck bones. Again, they're supposed to say collarbones. She wrote neck bones. I was like, release me. Neck bones. Like, you're giving me an insecurity that I did not have. But I am so blessed to be surrounded by women. I have 3 sisters and my mom, so I'd say 4 sisters. I am so blessed to have them in my life, because my sister, immediately she sees a comment, she calls me, Nakujua, I know you're overthinking, don't take it to heart. She tells me that all the time. And she always tells me, people project. Just think about that. Every time someone comments on something, people project. Because I took kwa their account, so like, you need that advice that you're trying to give me, not me, you. So I try to have that in mind all the time, and I have a very good support system. Yeah, so I have to identify the product. What's the product that I want to show in this video? Even if it's just a routine, usually there's one product in there that I'm trying to show you. So what's the feeling I want to bring out when someone sees this video? Do I want it to be, oh, I'm so soft, life is good, I'm flourishing? Or do I want it to be, I'm a boss babe? Or do I want it to be, I'm trying something new, let's see how it goes? So what's the feeling behind it? After that, I will see, how do I want the lighting? Do I want it bright? Do I want it warm? Do I want it to look like it's night? If I want something soft, I want it to look like it's night, it's cozy. Again, so from that I will plan my shots, I will plan how I want my lighting to look, and then we start the shooting process. I'm a one-man army, so the shooting takes a lot of time, from the angles to, if I want this angle as a long shot, the way he said, there's a long shot. If I want it as a close-up, I have to make sure, if I was sat like this, I have to put like markers so that I come back, sit like this and bring the camera closer. So there's that. So I plan my shots, plan my lighting, shoot, then back to that chair, edit, look at the sound. Do I like it? Do I not? Do I want to put music? Or do I want to speak? That's my thought process. When you're coming in, from my experience, lazima watafute. Because you see, they don't know you. We're so many. The content space has so many creators. Put yourself out there. That's all I'd say. Put yourself out there. You'll get so many no's. I remember, I still get no's. I mean, the no's are so many, but when you get that one yes, it's always like a plus. Just know. Now when the next one reaches out, I can say I worked with this one. So yeah, so reach out. Sometimes after they know you, they will always come back. I have people who I am working with, and they were reaching out to me when I reached out to them when I was starting out. But now, because they know me, they've seen my content evolve over time, they're very willing to work with me. So my favorite gear right now is the 50mm lens. I was told that it's true to eye. So ideally, how our eye sees is what the 50mm gives you. That is my favorite gear at the moment. I cannot live without it. Every time I want to change my lens because it's very zoomed in, I'm like, but what if I just move the camera away? Because I really love the 50mm lens right there, the corner. Yeah, that's my favorite gear at the moment. I am looking to invest more in my sound. So maybe the next time you ask me this question, it'll be my sound. I'd want to continue working, because I've worked with Canon before. So I'd want it to continue. I'd want it to be long term. I would say be authentic. Be as authentic as you can, because people can tell when you are talking about something that is true to you and when you're faking it. I don't align with this brand, don't work with them because it will show, and people connect to authenticity. Remember that if you're not authentic, you will work for brands you don't want to, and then in the middle of everything you lose yourself. So always remember to be authentic. People relate to that. Brands will come because now people are relating to you. So yes, I'd just say be authentic. I would say it's having a discussion on this is your style, this is my style. We want to collaborate, so how can your style come into this and how can my style come into this? How can we put 2 and 2 to make 1? And again, just like I said, being open to, hey, I feel like this works, my style works best, but we can also put your style, so that mix and match to find a balance. And just, I think being open, communication is everything, because if I'm interested in collaborating with you, I'm 100% sure there's something I've seen in you that I want to bring to my content. That would bring me back to my equipment journey. So I started with borrowing a 650D, and then I moved to a 750D, but that didn't really help me. And then I decided it's time to upgrade. It's time for me to up my quality. Mimi huyo, Cameras Africa. I got myself an M50 Mark II and a mic. I was like, sasa kutoka hapa, you guys are not ready. The quality of my content. So that's how Cameras Africa has really helped me in my content journey. The guy who, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but the guy who was just walking me through the M50 Mark II, he was so helpful. He was like, okay, and what lights do you have? Told him, akaniambia, okay, sawa, this is how you can place them to get the best quality out of this M50, which was really nice. When I went in, I really thought it would just be, I want a camera, I've been looking at this camera. They talked me through, before I ended up with my M50, they talked me through a couple, and I was like, okay, I think I can settle on the M50, which I still have actually. Cameras Africa, equipping storytellers.